Is this officially the comeback season for Zion Williamson? Let's talk about it. Listen, if you're new to the channel, this is P.kidd Talks NBA. You know who I am. You know what you clicked on. Let's talk about Zion. Listen, in the offseason, Zion had been pretty much the laughingstock of the league, or at least one of. Him and Ja just couldn't get it together for some odd reason. Zion with the porn stars, Ja with the weapons. It's like, yo, come on. You're ruining a good opportunity to be a generational legend, realistically, in the NBA. And although we couldn't see Ja in this particular game, which would have been a nice matchup, we did get to see Zion put on a clinic. He comes out and when a 32-minute showing with 23 points, 52% from the field, sprinkling in 7 rebounds on top of that, and of course 3 assists. But more importantly, he looked freakishly quick. Now, Zion had always had speed. He always had explosiveness. But this form of Zion, this looks scary. The posters that he put on display in the show is a great showing for him. And you know what? I have to say this. I'm proud and I'm happy. I'm happy that, one, it's a young man who actually has some mistakes going on into offseason. Whether you want to consider them mistakes or not, it just was a lot of distractions considering the type of individual or the type of trajectory he was on. Not something that you want to see in a young player's career. And he took that criticism. He said he was going to be better. And in his first opportunity to showcase it to the world in the regular season, he did just that by dominating the court. And I have to say this. He took the advice on his diet and workout. He looks leaner. He looks more chiseled. He looks like a grown freaking man out there. Boy should have played football is the way he looks like. But at the end of the day, this is what you want to see. You want to see someone come out there. They can bounce back. They can refocus, recenter themselves, and go out and dominate. And that is exactly what they did. And on top of that, the Pelicans have now, if they have a focused Zion Williamson, have a pretty good opportunity to make some noise in the Western Conference. It's not as clear of a lock to me as most people think, because who the heck can stick him if he's focused, with the way that he does. So although it's one game, it's a good bounce back game considering how things have been going for him. Now, here's the thing. No one has ever questioned his ability. No one's ever questioned how he can dominate. We've all questioned everything else that would come into effect, his diet, his work ethic, the off-court distractions. So I know this is just one of 82, but it's a pretty good one game. And on top of that, it goes to show what is possible. And so hopefully he has the right people in his ear, because this is something you want to see. There are a couple highlights there. I wish I could show them, but YouTube, for some odd reason, will not allow me to clip them into this without getting flagged. So we're going to let them do what they do. The NBA is kind of cracking down, I guess, on that one so far. Or maybe it's just my channel. Well, it is what it is. But I mean, he showed you that, hey, not only can he get to the cup, he can get busy. To sit there and post to Jaren Jackson Jr., even though Jaren did catch him on one, he called him on one. It was just like, hey, DPOY, take these with you, huh? Like hit him with the hammer, and it was just like crazy the way he did it. That's the type of player he is. He is explosive, dominant forward, and you know what? I'm looking forward to the rest of it. And I'm looking forward to what the Pelicans can do this season, period, because if you really look at it, the Pelicans were a team that underperformed by so many different metrics, and they have just way too much talent there. They really do. They have way too much talent, and it's something where you always left a little bit disappointed. Now, while this is a Zion video, you do want to sit here and understand that, hey, the supporting cast, CJ McCollum, the vet, came in with 24 points. And Brandon Ingram, another forward on that team, 19. Zion with his 23. Valanciunas with his double-double and 12 and 12. They have the pieces there. And as long as Zion is there showing up and showing out and taking seriously his opportunity here, I expect the Pelicans to not only be a playoff team, but I don't expect them to be a playoff team that's in threat of having to deal with the play-in. Those teams are I kind of still don't like the play-in. Anytime teams 7 through 10 are in jeopardy of something, I don't like that. Back in the day, if you ain't had a record, you ain't had a record. And that was it. I don't need no play-in, nothing. Like, if you wanna be a playoff team, get your weight up, win the games. Do it like that. I hate the whole setup for the play-in. I think it's mad whack, especially when it's some teams who are like 4 or 5 games ahead of the other one, and then all of a sudden the attempt C kind of squeak. I think that's whack. I think that's real whack. But that could be me thinking old school. I think that if Zion again can sit there and showcase this type of focus and maintain his health throughout, he has an opportunity to do a couple of things. One, I don't think he can win Most Improved, but he could be in a running for MVP if he showcases a level of dominance like this throughout the season. I know that's high praise and it's saying a lot from one game. It's not an overreaction though. He has the potential. He has the potential to sit there and be that level, be that great, and be that level. And to be honest with you, he was projected to be that type of player. But now this is his real opportunity. And this is a great start to a resurgence for him. But I want to hear your thoughts, man. I want to hear, if you are a Pelicans fan, tell me what you liked about seeing Zion come out dominating, having a good game, them getting the dub. I mean, listen, I'm a Bulls fan. We came out piss poor. So, I mean, it's I would love to hear from a fan base that sits there and has a team that shows up and a coach that's kind of putting them in a position to do so. Let me know what your thoughts are, man. Whether it's love, whether it's hate, put it in the chat. I'll be in there with you. Till next time. Peace.